Sitting at the dining room table with his head in his hands, Mike realizes just how selfish and destructive his ruthless drive for the bottom dollar has been. Getting up from the chair, he walks to the door that opens into the garage and stares at the space once occupied by his pride and joy, a shiny red Mustang Mach-1 from the early 1970s. The sorrow at seeing the empty space is made even more burdensome as he relives the pained look in the eyes of the previous owner as they had accepted a low ball offer for their own pride and joy. Shutting the door, he returns to the table. On it is the cashier's check for his prized possession, along with a stack of medical bills for Emily's recent illness. Fair market value for the car would have brought in enough money to cover paying the statements, but it is a buyer's market and not the seller's amid an economic downturn. Knowing he could not pay all of the bills, he had accepted the offer for below market value with a heavy heart hours earlier. The look of triumph in the buyer's eyes burned deep into his soul, and he wonders if this is how he had looked after making deals that had far undercut the seller. His thoughts turned to what if most of his hard-driven bargains were from people much like himself, just trying to pay debts and avoid sinking further into debt. He now understood how his pride kept him from revealing the actual truth of the sale. With his eyes opened to how pride keeps most people from telling the real truth behind selling prized possessions, he quietly resolved to treat people fairly in negotiation and pay a fair value for any future purchases. Looking into the living room where Emily rested peacefully on the couch, he shuffles through the papers on the table. He finds the old bill of sale with the phone number of the previous owner. Reaching for his phone, he begins to dial.